Hey guys, Josh and James back here with Jackson Metal again, inside the Jackson Metal display, and we're going to be going over some things today. We're talking about roll-up doors. So you get your new building, and you don't get your new building not to put something in.
That's right.
We got to get some new toys. We want to fill it up with something, right?
That's right.
So how are we going to get it in there? We're going to need a roll-up door. So what we want to talk about is, Josh, I guess we're curious to know, with the size of my building, you know, with the height of the side, if it's 10 foot tall, can I get a 12-foot roll-up door in there? How wide can I go? When I'm asking for a door, how does the size work? Is the first number 10 wide? Is it 10 high? Kind of bring us through how to place the doors in the buildings, how the sizes works, and the layouts.
So the first thing we're going to address here today is width versus height.
Okay.
So let's just say the roll-up door is a 10 wide by 12.
Okay.
So when the customer orders that, they always want to give that width first.
Okay.
We're always in the industry just looking for the width first. So if it's a 10 by 12, 8 by 10, or 12 by 14, or whatever that roll-up door size is, we're always looking for width first,
okay,
height second.
Okay.
So the height will be the last number. So when you're measuring what you want or what you're looking for as a customer, let's say you've gotten your tractor or you've gotten your car, your truck out or whatever, you measured. First off, you need to see how wide does it need to be to comfortably access that door.
Okay.
And then secondly, what is the height? And if you're thinking about pulling a truck in or something, just consider, you know what if I have something in the back that I'm trying to keep dry overnight? How high do you actually want that door to be?
Okay.
So the next thing though we need to think about is, how does the door pertain to the size of the building? And when I say the size of the building, I'm talking about the eave height of the building.
Okay, how tall we are on the sides.
That's exactly right.
Okay, okay.
So if you have a 12-foot eave height building and you need your doors to be accessed on the sidewall, and you try to order a 12-foot wide door or 12-foot tall door, that door is not going to fit.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the parts of this roll-up door, what the different components are, and how they correlate to the eave height side, or if it's on an end wall, how tall these can be, and what you need to allot for clearance on these doors.
Okay.
So James, one of the components of this type of door, this is a drum or barrel style door. A lot of people can consider it to be called a commercial type of style door.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is the door is actually going to roll up over this drum, and all of it will collect on top of that drum up there, versus the panel style residential garage style door that'll come up and come way back into the building.
Okay, okay. So with that, when you say a panel style door in a shop, right? Mm-hmm. So you're saying that door would come up and it would take up some head clearance, but if you're in this building, say you got your car lift set up right here,
yep,
you need to have it up in the air and you want to be able to work on it during the day with your door up, this barrel type door is what you need.
That's exactly right. So it's not going to come way back into the building, take a lot of head clearance for a guy with a car lift or anyone that's looking to maybe put in a loft or hang things from the ceiling or whatever, or lighting or whatever. It's not going to get in the way of any of that. And so, a lot of people kind of consider this a commercial type style door that rolls up on top of it. Some people call them storage type doors or whatnot.
Right, right.
So this particular door right here is an 8 foot wide by 8 foot tall. That's at the display here in Jackson Metal and Precise at this location. So, but you'll notice one thing, I'm 6 foot tall and I can reach about 8 foot tall.
Right.
This door's a good bit higher.
Okay.
Okay, so what would happen in this situation? Let's just say you had a building with an 8 foot eave height and you needed an 8 foot door on the sidewall. You would have to go up another 2 foot in the eave height to that building. You would need to go to a 10 foot to accommodate for this barrel and this drum to roll up.
Okay, so what you're telling me is if you're needing to run your roll-up door drum style on a sidewall,
yep,
you're going to need 2 more foot of eave height over
yep,
the requested height of the door.
Yep. The rule of thumb is give it about 2 foot. That gives the drum somewhere to roll up. We have a lot of customers that after the fact they say, I don't know where I want my doors yet, or I'm not sure where I'm going to put the doors. They order the building, it's a 10 or 12 foot eave height. Then they get to building it, and then they discover, oh, I can't put a 12 foot eave height or on with a 12 foot door on a sidewall.
Oh, which could come into a pretty bad situation if you're on the field, you've got material ordered.
That's exactly right.
Which is a good reason why the sales team here at Jackson Metal is trained on roll-up door application and styles. So when you come in and you sit down with our team, we'll be able to tell you where that door is going to work at in your building.
That's right. That's exactly right. So one of the other components, you can see the braces on the side of this. There's tracks that this fit in. This right here is going to be a felt type of a smooth, easy liner. I got it pulled out just a little bit so that you can see it on this right here. It's got stops so that the door won't just continuously roll up and flip over itself. Okay. Here in a second, we're going to activate the door, and I'll show you what a good tension door looks like, about how it ought to stop, what it ought to do with the tensioning. The first thing we're going to look at, though, is the last component of the inside. We're going to go down to the locking mechanism. So this is an interior locking mechanism that just slides into the track, and you can easily install a lock right here.
Oh, okay.
From the inside of the building.
Yeah, and I like that idea, because adversely, the other option on these roll-up doors is an external locking mechanism.
I've seen those.
Which is a challenge, because you put a lock on the outside, you can get into it if you need to. So when you invest in a building like this and you're putting things inside of it that are important to you, this is the most secure locked door we offer and what we recommend. And as a matter of fact, this is a standard option on all roll-up doors at Jackson Metal.
It is. Yes, it most certainly is. It's the only type of locking mechanism that we actually utilize. The other thing, the ones that are mounted onto the exterior side, they actually roll up inside of the drum up there.
The lock does.
The lock does. So
okay.
The locking mechanism actually has to roll up inside of the door. So sometimes that thing will get to where it starts, pinching and just messing with it, scraping it or whatever. A lot of people actually use this as a kick lock. They'll kick that thing closed or kick it open. So you don't actually have to get all the way down to activate that lock. You can just kick it with your foot if you want to, kick it shut, kick it open, whatever. But it is definitely the most secure type of door.
Okay.
So the next thing we're going to do, we're just actually going to exercise this door a little bit. We're just going to open it up, push it up. The door should stay, no problem. A door that has proper tension, and it shouldn't fall down, but it shouldn't snatch up out of your hand either. So the tensioning on this door is appropriate so that when it's pushed up, it's just left alone. It should stand by itself. When you're ready for it to come back down, a simple, easy pull should actually activate it, and you should be able just to release it and let it go down with your hand, no problem at all. That means the door is tensioned properly and the door is ready for use.
So very good. As you mentioned before, this is an 8x8 door. These come standard, as you saw here with the pull cord. They're a manual move. When you get to anything over a 12-foot door, they come standard with a chain hoist. Anything below 12 foot is not standard with a chain hoist, but it is available with additional purchase.